now the vitrification is perfectly placed. It's now for 10 days that it's drying, so it's very hard. And talking about hard things, I have to say that when removing the tape, you have seen that it took away part of the freshly painted varnish. So this is like a really hard stuff. I had already stored everything back. Now I have to retrieve all the elements. So that's why we have to activate now another big principle of DIY, which is perseverance. If you're looking at the details, basically I made 3 mistakes. The first mistake is of having used a rather cheap tape. And the second is that I didn't press enough the tape on these pieces here. Drops from the vitrificator fell down, and this hardened everything, which made that the tape removed the varnish. And the last mistake was that I didn't remove the tapes immediately, because this is vitrification, it's very gluey. So the little drops of vitrificator which fell here within the tape became very hard, and that removed also the varnish. So I should have removed the tape immediately and not leaving it in place. So basically I should have used this one. This is a tape for delicate surfaces. And of course, important to avoid this one, even though it's with plastic. Of course, the glue which is on this tape is extremely solid. So now we are sanding very quickly this very tiny part, and we'll try of not affecting the table on the top. The varnish became hard inside, which makes it quite difficult to open. So now we're taking a very small paintbrush for making the fixing. So this is really difficult to do. It takes me twice as much time as if I would have done everything from scratch. And the purpose of this little paintbrush was essentially to cover the places which were now clearer, but it's not really working. So it's really a nightmare. Once you have covered a clear part, when it's drying, it's getting clear again. No surprise, because there had been many layers. It's really desperate. So now I put the big paintbrush. This is for Egalisation. So here this time I will remove immediately the tapes. We won't make the mistake twice. So you see here there's some relief related to the old varnish. And now I'm giving it a bit of sandpaper. This is 600. This is very fine corn, and I'm taking small quantities. So here I'm using the very small paintbrush only for covering the parts which are not, which have suffered from the tape. I'm waiting 10 minutes so that the color I'm putting gets stabilized. And once I have waited 10 minutes, I will then use the big paintbrush for putting everything even. But first of all, I need to cover these parts which are clearer. Alright, so now for the last time we're removing the tape. That's it, my friends. This fixing is now repaired. As I said at the beginning, we couldn't make it perfectly regular in terms of colors. And I'm very pleased to let you know that the series is now finished, and I think it deserves definitely a little like from your side. Of course, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. This is very important. To end, let me tell you that I'm here close to the fireplace, and I can only invite you to join the video about the organization of the fireplace in the house, either in the city or on the countryside. So see you very soon on Happy Hour TV 1.